This is Virtua Fighter 10th Anniversary on PS2. Gonna be doing a couple arcade runs with Pai Chan. Here we are. Female, blood type O, action star, hobby dancing. Cool. And Ensai Ken is a form of kung fu or Chinese martial art. Let's see. Whoops, that ain't the button I want. Start. There we go. So there are two Virtua Fighter 1 style low poly models for each character. You know, I don't know if characters actually had two colors in Virtua Fighter 1 because I have not played Virtua Fighter 1, at least not since maybe I played it back in the day, but probably not because it probably cost more and I don't know. I don't actually remember playing it as a kid, but so we'll just start with, oh, I forgot something. Let's back up. We're not starting yet because I forgot to set options, which you have to do each time because the game does not save options. This is the North American version, which is just a bonus game that's included on the Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution disc. You go to the Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution menu, main menu, you go to options and then special. It'll ask you if you want to save, and then it'll ask if you want to launch Virtua Fighter 10th Anniversary. And then if you do that, you get here. So I'm playing it on hard. There's two routes. There's Virtua Fighter 1, which is you fighting against characters from the first Virtua Fighter game only. Then there's Evolution, which has you going sort of successively through characters who first appeared in VF1, then VF2, then VF3, then VF4, then VF4 Evolution. So we'll do the VF1 one first. And now we're ready. Hard is not actually all that hard, generally. Especially the first three matches are absolute cakewalk. It's actually pretty much a waste of time, which is too bad. So like, this is the only, it's always the same characters in the same order each time, so you only ever fight Jackie here in the first stage of the VF1 route. Well, he hit me, which is something, but he's not really putting up a fight. So you'll never have an actual competitive Jackie to fight against because this is the only way you can fight the AI version of him.
Excellent.
I've just been playing Pai in Kumite mode of Virtua Fighter 4, and so I just kind of interested in seeing what might be different with her in this game, but uses the movesets from Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. So it's basically Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution with Virtua Fighter 1 graphics, or quasi-graphics and sounds and rules. So you can't evade or sidestep side to side. Jumps are these weird, super low grab things. And those are the main differences. There were some Pai animations in Virtua Fighter 4 that I wasn't a huge fan of. Kind of like that, where she would move forward and then sort of move back in a weird sort of rubber bandy rebound type motion that doesn't look natural. And I was hoping those would be toned down a bit because they really throw me off. Like I feel like I'm advancing as I do something, and then all of a sudden the character sort of snaps back, and it's, I don't know, I find it really disconcerting. The worst one was with it was kind of this kick. I just moved it out. I don't know if she actually did both legs before alternating like that, but otherwise she feels pretty similar. Oh, I should also see if they nerfed her kick. Her kick in Virtua Fighter 4, just her neutral, just hitting kick, was pretty ridiculous. Oh, they haven't nerfed it, that I can see. It hits on the way up and the way down. Aoi had a similar move in 4, and her kick got nerfed in 10th Anniversary, or Evolution. But it doesn't look like they've nerfed Pai's yet. And then Aoi's got nerfed even more in 5. I've been tweaking my sound settings, so hopefully this sound is a little more pleasant from the microphone specifically. It was sort of topping out, so I had to lower the overall amplification and correspondingly lower the game sound. So basically the overall volume is 4 decibels lower, so you might have to turn your sound up a little more to hear the game, but it should mean my voice does not get gratingly loud and yeah. Hopefully I sound a little more less grating and much more pleasant and soothing as I get my butt kicked by a ninja. Alright, I gotta pay attention. Oh, I kind of struggled with Pai and Virtua Fighter 4. I just didn't find a sort of a go-to like move I could resort to when in real trouble. Well, that's another difference in 10th Anniversary. There's no throw with animation, so if you're missing a throw, just nothing happens, and I find that really confusing. Oh gosh, that was weird. Well. Alright.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
Oh! Well, nothing's really working for me at the moment. I haven't done her. This is kind of the first time I've been playing Pai, and so I'm just doing sort of blind playthroughs of her in Virtua Fighter games that I have, or at least from 4 onward. So I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just hitting buttons. And I kind of rely on the character being somewhat intuitive, and a lot of Pai's combos, like just punch-kick combos, are pretty smooth and flowing, but I don't know, sometimes I just sort of have problems getting into the flow. Kage's just a defensive machine right now.
Ready? Go!
I say with Pai, like, maybe it's just that she's got so many sort of little moves, I just don't feel like I've sort of coalesced a strategy around certain moves. Oh, for Pete's sake. Yay, I forgot about the cartwheel. The cartwheel is still forward, guard plus kick, so that's a good move. Unless you miss, in which case you're hosed. Or if they block. Oh, that stank. Well, my old down forward punch is not getting the job done. Oh no. Wow, she put on a burst of speed right there that I was really not prepared for. And that was perhaps my finest moment in Virtua Fighter 10th Anniversary. always forget to do attacks on prone characters, like a forward punch when they're down, because you do have a pretty big window to hit those in this game, unlike sort of more modern style Virtua Fighter games. So it's generally pretty safe to go for those.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
Well, here's the real test. Oh, she tried it on me a little too slow. She was really not doing much.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Uh-oh, here she goes. Now she's getting into it. Oh! I knew how to do that. Seems like everybody has kind of studied up on my down forward punch and a standing punch, which worked pretty decently in Virtua Fighter 4. Oh, she got a couple hits there. You generally can't do the... Oh, that was awesome. Oh yeah, I forgot about the kick. Alright, well, that wasn't so bad. That flying kick was awesome, though, because she was jumping at the same time, so it was just this perfect air-to-air. And I didn't go flying out of the ring this time. Oh my gosh.
Ready? Go!
Now, Wolf, I always have to be careful, because he just fights so different than everybody else. Ow. Gee whiz. Golly gee willikers, ouch. Oh yeah, I'm recording this at 30 frames per second rather than 60, because the 10th anniversary team inserted a nasty flashing red and white effect in the health meters when somebody loses health. It's not there in the original games, and it's not very easy on the eyes, so I didn't want to inflict that on YouTube. So I recorded 30, and that just renders it as a solid red or white instead of a insanely flickering red and white. That does mean, though, that... What was I saying? Oh, well, so I can't do that on my own end here, so I just put a t-shirt draped over the top of the screen so I can't see the health meters, so I can't actually tell how much health either of us has left, or how much time is left, or whatever, either, so it makes for some surprises sometimes.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
If I could kick him out of the ring, yeah! There. That's the better ring out. I really like the animation on that flying pose of hers is really well done. Ow, okay, I took it. Ow, I'm taking more. Oh, he tried to grab me, but I rolled out of the way like an awesome pie. Not my usual kind of sucky pie. Oh, that's a good throw, though. Uh-oh. Oh, that's what happens. So I guess it's unblockable.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Oh no! Don't just land right in front of him. Yeah. This is going poorly. Oh man. Oh, they... It's a bad time to be testing moves, but they changed her punch plus kick move, and I'm not sure what that was. That weird overhead fist thing they did.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
She did. I don't know. I'm losing it. I can't beat this wolf. Oh. just too quick into the throws. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was quite the schooling he put together there. That was just almost seamless from him. Just one move right into the other. How did he... Oh. I'm still not real comfortable with this version of Pai. I was testing her a little just on easy difficulty in Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown when I made some costumes for her, and I kind of liked her movement style there, but wow. I don't know, there's something I definitely don't get about this Pai exactly. Oh, that was nice of him to jump in the air like that for me. Whoa. Oh. Oh, that is not a thing to do to people.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Ow. I guess the other thing is, I had a lot of trouble with Kage in 10th Anniversary, and I think maybe part of the reason for that is that 10th Anniversary also kind of slows down movement speed overall. Like, it's hard just to get out of range of people's wake-up kicks by, you know, dashing backwards or something. There's just a overall less movement is allowed. So Pai is another character like Kage who really relies on speed, and so that could be part of the problem here, is that you don't quite have that same speed to depend on. But that's just me looking for excuses, really. Mostly I just don't really know what to do against Wolf. Oh, so I should not probably cartwheel into him like that, because if he... Oh no! Why did that hit him? Oh. Some bad, sloppy moments there. Oh, I still gotta win. What are you doing? Just punch him. Ah! What? Oh my gosh. This is the most trouble I've had against Wolf ever.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
I'm not ready. Well, so he punched me and I turned around backwards and then my moves were all messed up. Everything's going wrong. I can't even cartwheel now. Stupid move. Cartwheel! No! I don't know why this happens sometimes. Because I thought cartwheel is forward, guard plus kick, but sometimes she just does the spin kick, like that. Oh, actually, wait. No, her cartwheel is just forward punch plus kick, so that's probably what I was doing wrong. Yeah, but also I shouldn't overuse the cartwheel. Oh, I was just trying to. You may want to skip ahead. I just not got whatever it's gonna take here. Not yet, anyway. Why did my punches miss? Why am I such a terrible Pai? Why is this happening? I just want to go. I just want to go away.
Ready?
Just gonna go hide somewhere. It's very obliging when you get hit by everything. Well, what do you know?
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Oh.
Ring out!
It's also nice of him to corner himself. Okay. Well, I'm happy too. Oh man. Oh, now I have to fight Daddy.
Fight 1.
Yeah.
Ready? Go!
I didn't have that much trouble against myself, so I kind of fight similarly, although I was more aggressive. Seems like, and yeah, that's
KO!
that was fun. Dong. Dong. There's more of a blong, like there's a sort of elastic rebound. I don't even know how you do that high kick. Oh shoot. Blong. Oh, I'm still not sure how I'm doing that. Oh, don't turn around or nothing. Okay. Sorry, Pops, you're no wolf. You're no wolf in... Wait, it doesn't make sense.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
This is... Akira's technically the boss. You notice it says final stage. Yes, I love these air-to-airs that I keep winning. Uh-oh. No! Don't turn around! Okay, hit me that way, just not the other way. Turn! Oh, I hate this so much.
Ring out!
I don't think I'll be playing Virtua Fighter 10th Anniversary once I've played through with all the characters on hard. I only have Pai and Akira left to do. Just little things kind of irritating. The lack of throw whiffs. I love that though. Characters not turning the heck around for a million years. Stuff like that. And also just the fact that single player wise, all there is to do is these two little arcade runs that are the same opponents each time. So that would get a little old, I think. I mean, obviously, beating them on very hard would be the next thing to do, which would keep me busy for a little while. Actually, maybe a long while. Oh, I don't think very hard is actually that much harder. I've done it once. It didn't seem crazy hard. Well, jeez. Even Akira on hard at the boss stage isn't really that hard. I shouldn't be losing. I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention. Oh, that's good. Wow, good one. That's kind of stupid. Yeah, I really don't feel very solid offensively with Pai. Like, sometimes just everything hits and it's like this amazing offensive dynamo, but other times I'm just not getting anywhere, and I don't know, so I don't feel solid. Ow. Which is, super surprised given that I have no idea what I'm doing yet. But, oh my gosh. But, you know, I just don't have quite that same problem with other characters to this degree, so it's like, well, do I keep playing a character who I don't click with intuitively? And there's plenty of other characters to play with that I do seem to be able to... Uh-oh. Aw, nuts. I went for it and lost.
KO. Fight 2. Ready? Go.
But I do think I'll like her a little more in Virtua Fighter 5 and 5 Final Showdown. I think I like the animation of her in those games a little better, but that's based on very little play with her, so let's see. Ooh boy, I was almost cornered again. Well, huzzah! But that is not quite the end. Don't get too giddy yet, honey. Because there is the bonus round, as you'll see this called in the lower right. And that's good old down, up, right, A button, left, which is an acronym. Well, I'm not using that term right. Anyway, it spells Dural, which is what this crazy freak is. Ow. At some point there was a story established, maybe in the anime, I don't know, that she's Kagemaru's mom. Like she got horribly altered in an evil lab. Well, this is not trending well. Yeah. Since it is a bonus stage, you can't continue. It doesn't matter though, because you end up at the same spot anyway, which is watching this list of the arcade and console Virtua Fighter games, which is kind of nice. The background scenes are the winning hit you got in all your fights up to the end, which I think is the same thing that happens in Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution arcade mode. I think I've seen that in a video. I haven't been playing Evolution itself. I started playing 10th Anniversary because I didn't like the idea of sidestep evade moves in Virtua Fighter. And so I found out about 10th Anniversary and that it didn't have evade, and I was like, oh my gosh, and that it used the characters from, you know, VF1 Evolution and animations and stuff. I was like, wow, it's amazing. It's like the Virtua Fighter game I always wanted, but it is definitely limited single player in terms of things to do, and then there's other quirks about it, like the weird jump and all that. Not really my thing. But it's certainly an interesting little bonus. I mean, it sold apparently as a separate disc in Japan, and then it has you could only get it in Europe apparently as a pre-order bonus. I'm not sure for what. Maybe for Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. I don't know. That was the VF1 route with a major speed bump at Wolf. To the Evolution route. Normally I don't have as much trouble with the Evolution route because it does not have Pai or Lao or Wolf. So hopefully this one will go a little quicker. And we get to use Pink Pai, Action Star, Hobby Dancing. So she does feel basically like she felt in 4.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
And that means I'm still not quite clicking with her. Again, The first 3 stages aren't really competitive.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
He struck me. Oh, I knew about that. Oh, so that's up, forward, guard, plus kick.
KO!
Where she kind of turns around backwards to do the kick. Huh.
あなたには空風が足りないわ。
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
Oops.
Ha!
Man, that throw.
KO! Fight 2.
Silly stage 2 lion.
Go!
Yeah.
KO!
Oh, I didn't quite get him out. Well, he's on the warning track.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
So I kept trying forward, forward. Oh, I don't know. It's weird. I think I just... Wow.
KO!
Rocked me pretty good for a second there.
Fight 2. Ready?
A couple of drinks.
Go!
Oh.
KO!
あなたには空風が足りないわ。
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
Yeet. Hey! Ow.
KO!
Sweet.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
I often have trouble against Owie. Let's borrow. As I say that, I start to get old. Oh no! Nice.
KO!
Go Mount Fuji. So now we're up to, that was the, Owie was the new character from Virtua Fighter 3. Now it's up to Virtua Fighter 4 with Mei Fei, who was a new character in that game.
Go!
Tour of the new characters who came along. Ow. Really hit or miss with Lei Fei. Man, like with Kage, I didn't have any trouble with Lei Fei.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
And same with Jeffrey, who I'd actually played through most recently with. Ow. I think my lack of grasp on offense is making me hesitant. It's not great against Lei Fei. Not great against anyone.
KO!
Well, he hesitated there.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Oh boy. That's... Just punch the ground. Ow! Oh boy. Did I win? I can't see the timer. I won.
あなたには空風が足りない
That
わ
was kind of ugly.
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, she's too close. Get away. Ah, shoot.
Time's up.
Man,
Fight 2.
I think I lost that one, but I can't tell yet. Oh, she's... Ugh.
KO.
Ow.
今度は負けないわ
Vanessa's another character who I am kind of
Fight
hot
1.
or cold against.
Go!
Okay.
KO.
Well, that's just back plus kick. I think that sort of mesmerized her.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Uh-oh, now she's blocking. Oh. 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 She's cracked the code. Ah, that AI. Learned. Whoa! She's kicked me out of the cartwheel. Well,
Fight 3.
nuts.
Ready? Go!
Oh man, she's jabbing me out of everything now. I think I created a monster. Ugh. Oh, that's another thing that's pretty annoying in 4. Which is the AI will do a huge attack at you when you're down, and so they'll kind of throw themselves over you, and then you're getting up and the camera flips around and they're on the wrong side, and everything's wonky, and then they might recover first and just nail you because they're off in space
Fight
where
1. Ready?
you're not really supposed to be, and your character is not facing the right way, and it's just a huge mess. Really smooth animation. That I almost never have trouble with,
KO.
but
Fight
they
2.
actually punch a little faster than Pi,
Go!
which could be a problem. Oops. Oops.
KO.
今度は負けないわ
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
Darn. And the stance there.
KO.
Oh, that was better.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Jeez. pops up on the floor, neighbors.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Oops. Whoa, I thought he had successfully dodged back, but you know, I'm not... that little bob and weave of his is a little deceptive. It doesn't always avoid what you would think it looks like it's avoiding. Maybe it's just too fast for me to follow, but...
Fight 1. Ready? Go!
Anywhoozle, this is Go. He is a new character from VF1 Evolution, and that makes him the boss in this arcade route. I don't know why he gets to be the boss and not Brad, considering they're both the newest characters, but maybe it's because he has the evil-looking hood.
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
Got a black hoodie. Get to be the boss. Oh, oh no. Oh, he did it. Hey.
KO!
He's usually not that tough. He doesn't usually put up as much of a fight as Akira does in the other route. Oop. Once in a while he does start doing weird stuff though, and then I get all confused. Ah, not that time.
Fight 1. Ready?
Now we have more golden Dural. Oh, still doing her stuff. She really likes hitting me with that knee. What I'm not really doing is being patient, which is usually what works better for me against hard difficulty Dural. Against normal difficulty Dural, I could just kind of spam her with attacks, and she wasn't good at defending, but, well, I can't do anything here. Nope. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, just take it like a woman. Chin up. It didn't matter, we get to this anyway. So, yeah, so Pai and quasi Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution here, specifically Virtua Fighter 10th Anniversary, felt pretty much exactly like Pai and Virtua Fighter 4 to my completely ignorant button mashing. And I still have, I don't know, it's weird because she's such a fast character with all these punch and kick combos that, you know, you would think she'd be a breeze to just, well, to mash on basically, but somehow it does not quite work for me. So next up we'll be playing her in Virtua Fighter 5, and I think that'll go a little better. I think, well, she she was a little less rubber bandy with the animations in this. I think I didn't. In Virtua Fighter 4, there were at least 3 of her attack animations I would hit fairly frequently, where she would sort of pop forward and then back in the same attack, and it was weird. And in this, there was really only that is it back plus kick of hers or something that looks a little weird, and it's not even
Game over.
as weird looking. So I guess they did clean that up a bit, but it didn't actually help my ability to play her. So hoping that whatever intangible I'm missing so far with Pai is a little better in Virtua Fighter 5, and I think it will be, because the little goofing around with her in Final Showdown I did seemed fine. And I hope the audio came out okay, or else maybe you just hear me inaudibly muttering to myself this whole time, which is probably just as well. In any case, thank you for patiently watching me get completely pounded by Wolf for an inordinate period of time there. That was really ugly. And if you like that kind of thing, come back and watch me do the same. Well, try it with Virtua Fighter 5 Pai, and that game is it's late and I'm blanking. Quest mode, that's what it is. Quest mode's fun. And we'll see how that goes. So that is all for now, and I hope I catch you later.